Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to Ratten Reich. This is a game that I've had my eye on for quite some time, since its early Kickstarter days a couple of years ago, as it has a very nice presentation, a fleshed out universe, and a surprising amount of really good art. But I will admit that the early demo they released not too long ago was not very impressive, so now that we got the early access, it's time to have another look. There is a roadmap at the moment, introductory campaign for different game factions, unit classmen, single player campaign, eventually further classes, experience and veteran system, full implementation of station artillery batteries, control of vehicles, stuff and stuff, okay. Well, let's get into it then, I suppose. So we have a tutorial, and I do hope there are more missions than that planned overall, but I guess we'll do the tutorial first and foremost then, even if the tutorial is usually for the week.
The plans of the Rat Empire and my Emperor have destroyed my right to happiness. Now, going to battle, I believe not in victory or in the power of weapons, but in the fact that I can see her again. My love.
Those were some weirdly sudden cuts, but nice art, and I need to increase the volume of voices, apparently, as it turns out. Right. Can I do that from here? I can. Alright. Let's try that instead, then.
We landed on one of the Red Dragon archipelagos. Time to act. We need to cross the bridge quickly and remain undetected.
I mean, graphically, it's quite competent. Very competent, actually. I'm a little sad I can't pivot the camera to, you know, properly see them, but... Oh, nice water effects. A bit low texture grade on the vehicle there, but otherwise... That is an adorable little dumbass-looking boat. Alright, alright. Sleazy says, I refunded it. Only one faction, 3 missions, and pathfinding is broken. AI sucks. The factions the devs admitted will be later DLC? Really? And no skirmish mode. So we have a LMG of some sort. A couple of SMGs, and are those shotguns with bayonets? Okay. That's cute. For a moment there, I thought I saw a smiley face on their flag. Alright, we are invading China. Good. Any game that begins with the invasion of China can't possibly be that bad of a video game, surely.
We're discovered. Make shelters immediately. The enemy is coming.
The bridge despawned. If I press... Oh, that doesn't actually do anything.
Excellent. The attack has been repelled. Several of our soldiers are seriously injured.
Dead, actually.
In such cases, the soldiers have first aid kits. Use them.
Okay, so they can't do that whilst in cover.
Let's not stop. There's an enemy supply point nearby. Capture it. This will give us an advantage for further advancement.
Can I pick up stuff on the ground? Doesn't look like I can. Alright, capture enemy base. What is that? Excuse me, just a moment. I need to see what this icon means. Nothing, as it turns out. Okay. Right. Very well. I figured it might have been a reinforcement point or something, but apparently not. Good sound effects. A little bit thumpy, but at least they're not plinky plonky. I do hate plinky plonky sound effects over everything else. Interesting. I wish it would light up the areas of cover even when I, You can call in new soldiers, can I now? Well, that sounds lovely. A rally point for the new squad. Let me guess. Is that button? Establish a rally point. Very well, video game. Yes, I am establishing a rally point, I think. Apparently not. So, video game, you need to explain to me a little bit more than, do this thing. Like, okay. Is there a menu I'm supposed to be opening? Is there a button I'm supposed to be pressing? Is there a... Am I supposed to capture something? Oh, and now it worked. Okay.
Hire new fighters. Additional
No.
forces do not hinder us.
Not sure why, but hey, it worked, so I'll take it. Ooh, medic. I do like the idea of a medic. How many points do I have? I have presumably 366 bags of money.
It is time to arrange them in detachments. This will improve coordination, which will gradually increase success.
Gradually, I see. Alright.
Our intelligence points to the enemy headquarters.
1, 2. Yep.
Their headquarters is a rundown shack. You need to take a couple of grenades to turn it into dust. Be careful. The enemy has strong machine gun positions. It is better not to attack them head on. Bypass them or block them with grenades.
Alright, I am presuming shallow water means sneaky path. I feel like some of you are walking directly into the line of fire of that machine gun, but luckily the machine gun does not appear to have the ability to fire back at me, so hey, that's good. Not a lot of recoil animations or firing animations at all. Okay, yes, their arms do shake ever so slightly as their weapons do, as their weapons continue to fire. There, shoot the bad persons. That's an interesting looking helmet. What are you, a lizard? Okay, okay. Can I bring that? No? Can I can capture it. Can I? Tripod? No. Well, I suppose that would be a little bit too easy. Alright, go with that. Why? Again, I'm certain that I can't pivot the camera. Oh, another one of my dudes died. So, little medic person, can you, like in a good old-fashioned Men of War game, can you make him not be dead anymore? You cannot. Well, that's unfortunate. That's part of the reason why I purchased you, because I figured maybe you could make dead people undead. You know, undead as in... destroy enemy headquarters. Ah, that is an enemy headquarters, is it? Hello there. You having a bit of a hard time? Okay. Some problems with pathfinding. Some pretty big problems with pathfinding. I'm presuming an anti-tank grenade. Well, wow, you can fucking throw that thing, can't you?
Scarred before our allies advance. It is necessary to destroy 2 machine gun bunkers. Take control of the mortar which the enemy left behind. There are thickets here in which the enemy can hide. Be careful and
Be careful and attentive. Don't worry. I can machine gun. See? Okay, the fact that I can't pick up enemy weapons is a little disappointing. Gunner Fox been known for 16 months. Howdy Arch and all, I think the game will need a lot of work, it seems. I mean, so far, the pathfinding is definitely derpy. The controls, in fact, this apparently isn't cover, which is weird to me. Yeah, this apparently is not cover, which is just kind of strange. You can't pick stuff up the ground, which is also a little bit strange. Mortar, right, okay. Kabong. I feel like those are probably hardened against mortars, honestly. Never mind. I was about to say, I don't expect this to do much, but, very well.
The airport is the key point of our mission. You can give them air superiority during the landing. Capture it, but be careful. Watch out for serious resistance.
Well, I mean, judging by, unless, have you taken this away from me now? You have, haven't you? No? Alright, happy little mortar. Just keep shooting at people, I guess. Alright, let's make you into group 1. You into group 2, and, yeah, just kill people. Ah, you do have a limited amount of ammunition, fair enough. Oh, okay, I need to hold the button down to do that, right? Fair enough. I want more machine gunners, because that seems useful. And you arrived all the way down there. Oh, okay. Do you have a limited range? I presume you do. It would be very useful to know that range on the map. Can you... Oh wait, can you not pivot? It can't pivot. Aha, right. Weird. Lots of little tiny things that are like, why can't you do that? This too apparently is not cover for reasons unbeknownst to mice or men. Those are kind of adorable. I believe those are, oh god, are those camels? No, are they? Hold on. Hold on a moment. I need, what was the name? No, they're not a camel. I've seen this thing. It's one of those early little dumbass, pusher aircraft. Airco, that's the one. That's the one. The Airco DH-2, that's the one. Yeah, no, I was about to call it a Havilland. And I was like, I feel like this Havilland Vampire? Like, no, it's not Havilland Vampire. It doesn't have a fucking jet engine. No, but it was made by Jeffrey de Havilland. I knew this had something to do with the Havilland. I knew. I understood, instinctually. Anywho, I am wildly off topic. Oh, no, never mind. Right, please heal yourselves. I don't understand why this is not cover. Is this... No, it's not passable. Okay, well, I mean... Go, I guess. Would you like to throw a hand grenade? Oh, what is that? A gas grenade. Aha, interesting. Alright, well, I have captured the objective. Good for me. Pathfinding is definitely the weakest part so far. The pathfinding is very rough.
Surrender. Several enemy units are approaching, including an amphibious vehicle equipped with machine guns.
Machine guns? Machine guns? Okay. See, I was hoping you'd actually build that Healy thing that you were... Oh, you don't build it, you just spawn it automatically. Okay, fair enough. Okay, any of you boys come with an anti-tank rifle or something? No? Okay, well, I'll just get you then. Right. Run, little rats, run! Ah. An amphibious vehicle, indeed. Well, my machine gun never actually fired its weapon, so that was an interesting thing. Okay, don't occupy the machine gun. The machine gun doesn't actually work. Good to know, I suppose? I'm guessing I'm supposed to toss anti-tank grenades at the tank, or the amphibious vehicle. The pathfinding is very, very rough. Also, you can't actually... There. You can't actually, like, order them to go and do it. You have to be within range before you can toss it. So you can't just, like, click this and then click on it. You have to be within range first and then click it. Which is weird. I would expect the game to just, like, move the unit to whatever it needs to be to toss the hand grenade. That would be the, normal way to do this. I guess I'm simply just going to, No, actually, do the... Right, so if I put gas masks on, do you not give a shit about gas? You do not. Okay, nice. Alright, I like that. That's a cute little idea. Like gas masks that presumably... While reducing mobility and... Yeah, exactly. Like, we're reducing mobility and shooting. Yeah, that makes sense. So, gas masks, you put them on... That makes you immune to gas, because duh. But it makes you less good at fighting. Why are you not shooting them? Okay. Rough. Very rough so far. The movements are derpy. The pathfinding is not great in the slightest. The enemy AI is extraordinarily stiff. I get the feeling that they just have like set up like spawn units, move to point A, engage enemy along the way or something. Alright, but that was just a tutorial mission, so fair enough. Let's try the trenches of the swamps. Sleazy, I warned you about pathfinding. It's rage-inducing in trench works.
Even they were called to defend their homeland. So they thought. At least they believed until they learned that their lives, dreams, and plans were just bargaining chips in the trench warfare of the Empire.
Das Empire. Das Empire Strikes Back. See what I mean, though? The art is really good. Like, the presentation is excellent.
Greetings on the front lines, men.
Wir verlassen die Stellung.
These cursed places have already become the grave of 2 of our regiments. The swamps and constant enemy fire have severely limited our chances of success. But this time, we've launched an offensive along the entire front to disperse the enemy forces. Your task is to break through the defenses and prove that all previous losses were not in vain. I believe in you, so get to it.
I see. I'm not sure I believe in you, but fair.
Attention! Aerial reconnaissance reports enemy tactical groups approaching. Prepare for defense. It is expected that the enemy will try to use gas to smoke us out of our trenches.
In Deckung
We've
bleiben.
experienced this before, and do not wish to suffer further casualties.
Seid vorsichtig.
Have your men put on gas masks so their lungs don't collapse. Let's not let the mice fool us. Repel the enemy's attack.
Position einnehmen.
I need to say, they sprachen Deutschen.
Schnell, Masken auf.
Alright, put on your little gas masks.
Vorrücken. Das Ziel ist bald erreicht.
Interesting. You just spawned next to the trenches. I feel like the mice would have had a much better chance of success if they just attacked, you know, that way, continuously. Right next to the German trenches. That seems like a worthwhile tactical advantage to have.
Zeit für ein paar Stiche.
Like that, for example. So, are you just not gonna shoot at them at all if they're...
Marschieren, vorwärts. Wir sind auf dem Weg.
You're not. Okay, so there's no pivoting whatsoever, it seems like.
Seid vorsichtig. In
Like, if the
Deckung
enemy
bleiben.
is not directly in front of your units, it does not seem like they can be bothered to engage.
In Deckung gehen.
A gift for you.
Again, rough.
Position einnehmen.
Alright, so units are basically just stationary
Wir
turrets.
müssen unsere Wunden lecken.
Not ideal.
Bandagen angelegt.
Alright, we are repelling an enemy attack. Oh, there's a... Hello, are you just gonna... Are you just gonna be there? You gonna attack me or anything? Or is that the end of your scripting? I see. Okay, well, I'll come over there and deal with you then.
Seid vorsichtig. Position einnehmen.
There we go.
You stood your ground with dignity in this battle, but we cannot fortify ourselves here. Sooner or later, the enemy will drive us out using chlorine and artillery fire, so we must move on. The field between the trenches is under constant enemy artillery fire, so don't delay unless you want to join the 12th and 27th regiments. Let's go,
Das Ziel
men.
ist bald erreicht.
Okie dokie. I can't help but notice that these mortars are pointed in very specific positions. Almost as if they expect me to capture one and then use that to get the other or something. It doesn't snap to units when I control group 1 and 2. That is a silly thing, and it should.
Los,
Because
los.
being able to switch to units quickly by hammering the 1 and 2 key is kind of crucial.
Bewegen, bewegen.
You are stuck again.
Vorrücken.
Holy
Wir
shit.
verlassen die Stellung. Richtung eingestellt.
There's like no cover
Los.
at all. Oh, but that's apparently cover. I see. Okay.
Bewegen, bewegen.
Not sure I buy that video game.
In Deckung bleiben. Alle in Deckung.
Well. Kill the bad people. Kill.
Bald wird es hier heiß.
Heresy is the question.
Oh, you missed.
The answer.
Okay. Kill those.
Luftangriff auf feindliche Stellung.
Luftangriff? I don't know if you're really air attacking with artillery, but
Luftunterstützung angefordert.
I suppose I get the general idea. I just don't think this really necessarily qualifies as an air attack. Even though it does theoretically, technically come from the air. I agree with that. I'm just, you know, I don't feel like it's entirely accurate.
Das Ziel
Airstrike.
ist bald erreicht.
Oh, hello. Massive strike on the area from the air. Well, that would be an airstrike. Okay. Let's see what that does. What if I just
Bald
bomb
wird es
this?
hier heiß. Wir werden leben. Vorrücken.
Oh, well. I don't know if I would call that a massive airstrike, but it certainly was from the air.
Wir schaffen
There's
das.
no doubt about that.
Fast gesund.
That was something. Very
Wir sind
swoopy.
auf dem Weg.
There's not a lot of strategy involved in this.
Richtung eingestellt.
Largely due to the simple fact that there aren't any, you know,
Granate.
cover or
Wir verlassen
anything
die Stellung.
at all.
Los, los.
So, yeah.
Der Kommandant der Abteilung traf auf Ihren Befehl ein.
You should probably abandon that thing because it doesn't seem to be of much use because it can't actually pivot
Marschieren,
anywhere.
marschieren, vorwärts.
Is that one? That one's also pointed in the correct direction. Okay, go take that one. Is there any cover in between me and it? Maybe. Possibly. Where are you going?
Vorrücken. In Deckung gehen. Seid vorsichtig. In Deckung bleiben. Position einnehmen.
Yay. Alright, well, at least there's more cover on this side. Not much, but there is cover. Please shoot at the enemy.
In Deckung. Position einnehmen. In Deckung bleiben. Verstärkung ist eingetroffen.
I don't feel like that helped much.
Seid vorsichtig.
Throw a hand grenade. They moved, just not enough for some reason. What the fuck? Like, you could clearly see they reacted to the grenade, but they still halted within its explosive radius for some fucking reason. They just stopped there and then blew up. Whew. Ah, what the hell?
Wir verlassen die Stellung. Marschieren.
Oh boy. Okay.
Vorrücken.
Right, so going over there, it also didn't really work out very well, so I guess we're trying over here again then. Oh, there's some cover. I'm hesitant to put anything over there, because the last time I put them in a slightly, you know, side-on position, they didn't actually shoot at any enemies in front of them, so...
Seid vorsichtig. Los, los. Vorrücken.
I feel like what damage I do probably has more to do with some random esoterical thing that I don't quite understand, rather than necessarily my position vis-a-vis the enemy. I feel like dice rolls might be more involved in,
As a reward for your successful assault, you have been sent reinforcements,
Artillerie kampfbereit.
including a gunner for air support.
Marschieren,
Our
marschieren,
birds are in the
vorwärts.
sky and ready to help at any moment.
Yay.
Wir
Oh,
sind
you're
auf
still
dem Weg.
stuck over there, are you? Come with me if you wish to live, or die.
Enemy mobile groups will try to take your trenches from you. Don't
Soldaten vor
forget that
Ort.
these brats are not afraid of chemical attack. Hold your positions at all costs and feed the mice with
Richtung
lead.
eingestellt. Wir verlassen die Stellung.
Yes, yes. Okay, well, there are mice over there, and that's an armored car. I don't have any of those, which makes me a
Wir
little
sind auf dem
sad.
Weg.
Oh. Right. Well, can you...
Bewegen, bewegen.
Hello,
Das
sir.
Ziel ist bald erreicht.
Sir, would you like to put on your gas mask, please?
Aufsetzen.
Yes, but only once I've taken you off the machine gun.
Artilleriestellung eingenommen.
It is impossible to equip a gas mask whilst also staying on a machine gun. I see.
Alle in Deckung.
Don't relax.
In Deckung bleiben.
They keep coming.
Position einnehmen.
This seems like a silly thing to do.
Achtung, Explosion.
Well, shit.
Los, los. Vorrücken.
Well, shit indeed. Alright, well, I'm out of anti-tank
Marschieren,
grenades,
marschieren
so,
vorwärts.
Oh, no, there we go, we've got
Richtung
more.
eingestellt. Wir verlassen die Stellung.
Oh, this is rather crude.
Los, los. Der Feind hat unsere Stellung
I
erobert.
don't know why you ran over there. I'm not entirely certain as to why you did that, but you did. You definitely did. This is rough. This is
müssen unsere Wunden
really
lecken.
rough. Relying entirely on hand grenades, which you run out of, and which I do not believe you have any way to actually reacquire beyond buying entirely new units, is
Neue Kräfte eingetroffen.
not what I would call a clever design decision.
Marschieren, marschieren, vorwärts.
Lurker, turrets rotate, those are traps. Turrets rotates, those are traps. Turret rotates, those are traps. I don't think I understand. I mean, the machine guns didn't do anything, so did the machine guns not rotate? God, I really hate the fact that it doesn't, like, allow you to... Oh, using the frag grenades are fucking painful. Because you need to move the unit up to do it.
Guaranteed citizen.
Oh, well, I guess that didn't do anything. Which means you have to then kind of guess, like, where the range is and what units can see.
Granate.
Yay.
In Deckung gehen. Alle in Deckung.
Can you see anything from there? Wait, are you still alive or are you a new one? I hope you're not a new one, because I just used the rest of my hand grenades on that one.
Jemand hat die Luft verpestet.
Alright, well, I guess you are going to try and charge this position then. Off you go.
Seid vorsichtig.
Yes.
In Deckung bleiben.
But it's too early to rejoice.
Oh, and it
The
exploded.
meat grinder doesn't end here. If we don't break the enemy resistance now, this bloody
Vorrücken.
slaughter for
Wir
a piece
werden
of
leben.
dead land will go on forever. We can't afford to waste
haben
the
eine
lives
wichtige
of
Aufgabe
thousands of our
erfüllt.
soldiers for a rotten swamp. Recover your forces,
Marschieren,
mobilize
marschieren,
your
vorwärts.
reserves, and continue the assault on the next line of trenches.
Love to, but I don't have enough points really.
Soldaten vor Ort.
Guess we'll get some riflemen. So these are rifles, not shotguns. They look an awful lot like shotguns to me.
Das Ziel ist bald erreicht. Wir verlassen die
Yes,
Stellung.
that is just the map border. As I'm presuming it's unlocking parts of the map as you go along.
Wir sind auf dem Weg.
That looks a lot like a Lehman Russ. Actually, it's more like a Mark 1, but well, the Lehman Russ is kind of inspired by the Mark 1, so close enough. William Jeffrey, see Arch, this is what you get for choosing your own game to stream. You should let chat bully you into playing more horror games instead. It was kind of the chat who wanted this too. I am blameless. And Lurker, Infantry, they don't rotate behind cover.
Service guaranteed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because they don't actually seem to rotate. I thought I'd... They do not seem to move. Like, once they're in cover, they seem to be stuck facing in a specific direction.
Position einnehmen. Alle in Deckung.
Okay, well, I mean, there are less static enemy troops over here, I guess, so we're
Los,
gonna
los.
go over in this direction. I mean, they're navigating these trenches relatively well. Like, the pathfinding was worse on the previous mission.
In Deckung bleiben. Seid vorsichtig.
Thank God the enemy is just leaving random mortars scattered all over the place. Oof.
Luftangriff auf feindliche Stellung.
This would be a lot more difficult if they weren't for these random mortars just kind of around.
Luftunterstützung angefordert.
I like how they kind of just relaxedly walk away from the explosions. Like in a very chill manner.
Bald wird es hier heiß.
It's like, my God, artillery, I should walk away.
Marschieren, marschieren, vorwärts.
Have I been losing dudes just by standing here? I probably have.
Wir verlassen die Stellung. Wir sind auf dem Weg.
Alright, little miceys. Off you go to do or die. I care not which.
In Deckung gehen. Position einnehmen. In Deckung bleiben. Alle in Deckung.
Sometimes it doesn't move all the units. I wonder if that has something to do with
Seid vorsichtig.
like there's a
In
hard
Deckung gehen.
like I think the game is like there's only so many pieces of cover, and so I'm only going to move.
Go down in history.
however many units fit into the cover.
Schnell,
But you have
Masken auf.
advanced further than anyone before you. Kill
Gas.
these fools and show them the power
Richtung
of the rock
eingestellt.
weapon.
Which is an interesting idea, to only move up the amount of units required to get into the cover. Oh, now you're pivoting in cover. Why didn't you pivot in cover earlier? Why are you...
Bereit zum Feuer.
Machine gun. Machine gun. There you go. Okay. That machine gun is apparently not usable. That machine gun is. Why are there tanks coming from my own fucking lines to attack me? Is this not a little bit weird? Is this not a pinch silly willy?
Explosion. Das Ziel ist bald erreicht. Friss Granate.
Is it dead? Probably.
Ich werfe Granate. Hier ist ein Geschenk. Los, los. Wir
Oh,
verlassen
the
die
fucking
Stellung.
grenade controls are the worst I have ever fucking experienced, I swear to God. And the worst part, it moves like all of the unit. Oh, the grenade controls I hate a lot. And yet again, despite being in cover, they just didn't really engage stuff and just kind of died. Oh yeah, this is not very good. This is not very good, I'm afraid. This is fundamentally not very functional at the moment.
Bewegen, bewegen.
The AI is fucking non-existent practically, and very sporadic. Like now it actually did turn when it was in cover. It pivoted, whereas previously it didn't even pivot in cover. Now it did pivot, but it didn't really achieve anything, and so I got casually overrun, despite having 4 machine guns, 3 of which I couldn't actually man or anything.
Marschieren, vorwärts.
What is weird though is like, okay, so you've got a system for only if there's 4 positions in a trench, you move 4 dudes to the trench. Okay, that makes a certain degree of sense,
Bewegen, bewegen.
a certain degree, but at the same time, you don't break off a single unit to go and throw a hand grenade for some reason. Instead, that is tied to the unit. It's a really weird design choice.
Richtung eingestellt. Das Ziel ist bald erreicht. Wir verlassen die Stellung.
And it does not feel comfortable at all. It feels extraordinarily uncomfortable. Because you have to then go like, okay, and then it's like, okay, well, if I wanted to break off the one dude with the anti-tank grenade, who is it? Is it, oh, I can't select using that. Is it like, okay, so this guy, and this guy. These guys have anti-tank grenades. Okay.
Los, los. Friss Granate. Das Ziel ist bald erreicht.
This is a really painful way to do anti-tank anything.
Alle in Deckung. Seid vorsichtig. Richtung eingestellt. Los, los.
Okay, let's go up into the cover here.
Vorrücken. Das Ziel ist bald erreicht. Position einnehmen. Granate. Ich werfe Granate.
You have managed to break
Achtung,
through the enemy
Explosion.
defenses. While the neighboring units are drowning in swamp slime.
Wir verlassen die Stellung.
To the east of you is a fortress of mice.
Marschieren, marschieren,
If you don't
vorwärts.
storm it now,
In
they
Deckung
will attack
bleiben.
us sooner or later. Capture that fortress, and then this entire swamp sector will be under our control. Our armored unit Helmes 756 is located nearby.
In Deckung gehen.
They will join you
Alle in
immediately
Deckung.
as soon as you begin
Seid
the assault.
vorsichtig.
Oh,
Wir
nice.
sind auf dem Weg.
I will have armor. A single mouse apparently walked on over and captured that. Alright, a fortress of mice. Big ol' bunkery boo. And machine gunners do not seem as useful as I would think them to be. Let's get some more riflemen.
Bewegen, bewegen. Wir verlassen die Stellung.
Oh
Wir
god,
sind
why
auf dem Weg.
why is this not cover? Why is this
Los,
not
los.
cover? Why is this cover but this isn't cover?
In Deckung gehen.
Why isn't this cover? Why isn't this cover? Why is this only these directions cover? Okay, no, all of you, please.
Marschieren
All of you.
vorwärts.
Oh, you're fucking
Das
stuck.
Ziel ist bald erreicht. Richtung eingestellt.
Get out from underneath the bridge.
Vorrücken.
Thank you.
Wir sind auf dem Weg. Richtung eingestellt.
I mean, I feel like just telling you to move straight forward is probably my best
In
bet.
Deckung bleiben.
Interesting.
I am the commander of Helmis 756 Armored Group. We have been tasked to support you
Position
in your
einnehmen.
assault on the enemy fortress using
Alle
heavy
in Deckung.
equipment. Keep up
Alright.
the pace. They're getting close.
Los, los.
I have an armored car of my very own. I can't use it, I can't click on it or anything, but I have it.
Bewegen, bewegen.
It's presumably some sort of allied unit. This is some very weird combat, I can't lie.
Position einnehmen.
I'm just gonna let the little armored cars do most of the job. Oh, but the enemy can destroy them with just bullets. Okay, so... The enemy have weapons that destroy armored cars with bullets. I need to use anti-tank guns. I
Marschieren, marschieren, vorwärts.
feel like this is a bit of a dumb thing. Okay. Right, I see. Was that because you couldn't be asked to program the anti-tank behavior into the AI? By chance? Perchance? Could that be it? I fear that could probably,
Neue Kräfte
possibly be it.
eingetroffen. In Deckung gehen. In Deckung bleiben. Das Ziel ist bald erreicht.
I keep asking myself, why is this not cover? And I continue to not receive a satisfactory response. This is not cover.
Keep a safe distance.
Well,
Richtung
just
eingestellt.
move on in, I guess.
Move to cover.
Friss Granate.
Whee! The AI's reaction to hand grenades is just... It's fantastic. Sometimes it reacts really quickly. Other times it just stands there and watches it like, wow, look at that thing. So,
Seid vorsichtig.
what you doing?
In Deckung gehen. Alle
You,
in Deckung.
You gonna shoot somebody? Do you not have range?
Wir sind auf dem Weg.
I keep asking myself why this isn't
Marschieren,
cover.
vorwärts.
Alright, go over there and you guys will help them from behind. This will be one of those classic pit. Never mind, wasn't necessary. They just stormed that shit from
Wir
the front
verlassen
up.
die Stellung. In Deckung bleiben.
Alright.
Position einnehmen. Alle in Deckung.
Your
Unser
courage
strategischer
and
Punkt.
discipline led the Rat Empire to a
Vorrücken.
landmark victory. This place could have been the grave of thousands of our soldiers, but you were able to prevent that.
Yes, it was said it was only the grand grave mark for hundreds of our soldiers.
Dominance. Your bravery and professionalism are a model for the entire empire.
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
Hey, only 81. That's not that bad. Yeah, this has a very long time to go. I mean, early access, sure, but this is fundamentally not really quite there, is it? Pathfinding is one big thing. Comfort of basic unit control is another big thing. Unit AI being very, very basic is a third thing. And the mission structure itself is just kind of walk up to target, keep buying new units until RNG smiles in your favor, as sometimes attacking a trenched line leads to all of your units being immediately torn to shred, and other times, you just take the trench, zero problems.
Rats are advancing on all fronts. The desert continent of mice is under threat. Our great General Jeeves, instead of protecting the last city of Murrock, gave the order to evacuate in order to save his daughter. Will history forgive him for such an act?
Sleazy, I made a video about Cryptivo pushing DI hires. I'm now wondering if one dude had a brilliant idea and Cryptivo made him diversity hire, and this is the result.
Rats have caught up with us too quickly. The eastern part of the city is already under their control. General Gevis has ordered the evacuation of his daughter from the city. If she perishes, it will be a serious blow to Gevis. The old general decided to surrender the city to save his daughter. I can't stand it. But an order is an order.
Archibald.
Escort the vehicle.
Forward, march!
Okay, escort quest. Boom. Boom.
The direction is set.
Destruction is nice. Maybe I shouldn't walk into the
Rats
artillery.
started shelling the roads to cover for escape, as well as that of other retreaters. This part of the city will soon turn into a dump.
On our way.
It's too dangerous. We'll have to take a detour.
We'll be there soon.
Excuse
Right.
me for interrupting. I wanted to thank you for risking your life for me.
Go, go, go!
I asked my father to leave me
Move
here,
to
but
cover.
he insisted.
Take shelter.
Milady, we are soldiers.
Milady.
Escorting you is our order, and therefore our duty.
Milady.
It's time for some stitches.
Seid vorsichtig!
Milady.
Several enemy infantry units are heading
In Deckung
towards us.
gehen!
There's no retreat. We will stand our
Move.
ground.
Move!
The mission remains the same. Protect the general's daughter. The vehicle will not
Get in
move
position.
until they are destroyed.
The vehicle is already moving, and that's proving to be a kind of a problem as it's already lost like a fourth of its hit points.
Let's take a ride, quick as the wind. Get in positions. Move to cover.
Okay, well that's unfortunate. Will you blow up if I throw, like, anti-tank grenades at you? No. Oh, yes, you will. Okay, never mind. I just need 2.
Moving out.
Suicidal little rats.
Keep a safe distance. I'm almost well.
My head spins a little bit by how quickly the camera rotates. It's weird, because it moves backwards and forwards quite slowly, but when you rotate the camera, it's like, what? It makes me kind of feel like I'm on a roller coaster ride occasionally. As I'm moving at a set speed for a while, and then suddenly, whee!
We went out.
I don't know why that throws me off so much.
Let's take a ride, quick as the wind. Keep a safe distance. Here comes the bandage.
I feel like that double machine gun bunker is gonna be a problem. Unless... Is there a stationary mortar back here or something that just happens to be, you know, facing in the right direction? Oh, not that one. Right, I shall employ the flanking technique my grandfather taught me then.
Forward, march. We'll be there soon.
If only my grandfather had taught me pathfinding too.
The direction is set.
They get stuck on the weirdest piece of terrain.
Bereit zum Feuern!
Move to cover. To cover and fight again. Take that. Go, go, go. A gift for you. We went out.
No, don't go over there. Yay.
Move.
Sure, I'm glad I have enough hand grenades for this.
Go, go, go.
I sure am glad I didn't throw one too many hand grenades, otherwise the game would be over and I'd be soft locked already. Let us be... Why is this not cover? Oh, okay, fair. To be fair, there is barbed wire on the other side. Fair enough, fair enough. I am glad the enemy hasn't sent anything behind me. If I tell you to attack, will you do anything? No.
Move to cover. Forward. March.
Maybe.
Explode. Moving out. We'll be there soon. We'll survive.
Will you, though? I'm not so sure about that.
Direction is set.
Oh, can I build infinite of those? Oh, no, I think I'm out of them now. Okay.
We went out.
It's like, see, I will never get over this. So this is cover. This is cover. This is not cover. This is cover. This is not cover. This is cover. This is not cover. This is not cover.
I'm fine. I hope we can get out of the city.
The cover system is so weird. It's like they have like a, I don't know, like a set. Like if they have they have a terrain thing, right? And only that terrain block is cover, rather than having cover be certain zones of the map.
The western part of the city is fallen.
On our way.
Another route has been cut off. Part of the
Getting
retreating
positions.
forces will join us.
Safe distance.
The only remaining option is the most dangerous path. Through the city center.
The direction
Service
is set.
guarantees citizenship.
Go, go, go.
No, don't throw hand grenades at me.
Take shelter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that basically there are pieces of the map that like there are actual like objects, like there are cover objects that are designated as cover that has to be placed down manually or something.
The direction is set.
Which is why the cover system feels so incredibly weird. Domin, which is more janky, this game or Gates of Hell? Oh, this game, by far. Like, fuck, Gates of Hell is not... Is that an anti-tank gun? Gates of Hell is not very janky, honestly. Like, it has that classic Men of War jank, like all of those... Like, this too is not cover. But this is a lot more janky. Yeah, Grant, have a good war. I hear Sona calling my name. And Alex Adamson, what exactly do these people eat? Are animals cannibalism? If not, is eating other races cannibalism, since they are different species? Witcher. I presume they just eat pigs and cows like the rest of us. Why wouldn't they? They're rats.
On our way.
These vermin are taking positions along the road. They're everywhere, like flies on dung. Ready your rifles and grenades for battle.
Rifles and grenades. Oi.
Take a ride, quick as the wind. Go, go, go.
Am I going back where I came from for some reason?
We'll be there soon. On our way.
I feel like I am. Okay, I should probably destroy that. You know, it would be nice if I could order that truck around, because I feel like the truck is about to,
straight through due to artillery shelling.
Moving out.
We'll have to go through the slums. It's just a couple of 100 meters.
Go, go, go.
We could take cover behind the rocks. I hope we're still holding positions there.
Forgive my father. You should have lived, not died for me.
The direction is set.
If General Givas is broken, we will lose the war. That's why we
The enemy's
ready.
vanguard
Give
may
our
soon
lives
pass
for
through
you.
the gorge.
We anticipated this scenario
Getting
and placed
position.
explosives there. With a grenade, you can trigger a chain
On
of
our way.
explosives to block the
a
passage
safe distance.
and avoid this threat. Act quickly.
Okay. Blow up the gorge. Bro up the Three Rivers Gorge? Well, if you say so, video game. I can see the charm in such an action, I really can.
Go, go, go. Moving up.
Like, it's very crude, too. Like, I feel like, again, due to the weird way that cover works, I'm mostly just moving forward in a blob and hoping that I'll win the next engagement, which most of the time I feel like I do just because I, like, have more dudes with guns firing in the rough general direction of the enemy.
Go, go.
Like, cover feels like a relatively secondary concern to having more people fire. Right, so here I am. I was supposed to throw a hand grenade somewhere. Am I supposed to just like right, like there? Apparently not. What? Oh, I'm sorry, video game. I thought you were asking me to blow up the thing with the blinky light on it. Apparently hand grenading that was a terrible mistake. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe the car died? I don't fucking know. Well, escort missions are the cancer of the universe. And anyone that puts an escort mission in a strategy game and doesn't allow you to control the escort target is a very, very silly person and should probably be tortured. It's as simple as it is. You should... Okay, like, strategy games... Generally speaking, escort missions are a terrible idea. Stealth missions are a terrible idea. You should, by and large, just stick with the, core of your video game. Build units, throw them at the enemy. That's kind of the thing. And then you either focus on something like base building to add depth to the experience, or like complex controls with cover, etc., or unit preservation. You have something else that provides the minute-to-minute actions, but the general overall thing should remain pretty steadfast. Right. I'm not playing that again.
All into powder. Burn everything that is dear to you. Because 10 years ago, I was small and defenseless, like my family. You blew up my homeland, and I will repay you tenfold. Cheeseboard, begin the landing, secure the beach, and destroy the enemy defenses. The first thing you need to do is clear the beach of enemies. Be careful, there might be mines in the sand. Attack!
Well, I know the Japanese way of clearing minefields. Run forward, men. If you find something that goes boom, congratulations. You've cleared a mine successfully. Good job. There, throw boom booms to that. So, you're being shot at from over there. Like, would you like to defend yourself at some point, or are you above such silly pursuits? A nice white helmet you've got. At any point now. Come on. No? You sure? Okay. Oh, just checking. How about you? Well, you've got something to shoot at. Yeah, there's the guy over there. Okay. Well, that's nice. At least they're shooting at something. Oh, boy. Sometimes they react in cover. Other times, they really, really do not. There we go. Trench Gaming becomes a member. Thank you very much, sir. Oh. I want to vomit every time I spin the camera. It's so weird. I don't even know why. It shouldn't be such a big deal, and yet it really is. It feels like the way the things speed up just makes me a little bit physically unwell. Alright, come with me, gunners. You are the only ones who carry anti-tank grenades. I don't know why we entrust the machine gunners with the anti-tank grenades and why they are the only ones allowed to carry them, but that is what we've done, and presumably that's just how it's always been done. It's the ancient tradition of our people, and I, of course, am not going to violate that ancient... Does me clicking on attack and do anything? No, it doesn't. You don't stop to shoot or anything. So, what is the point of an attack order at all? Like, because the mouse cursor turns red, and I expect that to be them going like, okay, we're gonna focus on that enemy, but that really doesn't seem like what they're doing. They'll just keep moving and not really react. Oh god, there is just no AI, it feels like. At the very least, there is very little of an AI. Buy more machine gunners, because they're the only ones who come with anti-tank grenades. And again, I feel bad for being mean about it. It's made by like 5 dudes, and like the presentation is excellent, but it's just not a very good video game. This is just not a very good video game, and I don't know, like, because the problems here are first and foremost AI based, and if you haven't made a better AI than this by the time you enter into early access, when the game is supposed to be in essence feature complete, or at the very least relatively close to it, can you actually hit anything in that bunker, or... You can't differentiate between bunker and infantry, can you? You will just shoot at whatever you think you can damage, don't you? Yes. Or were you shooting about... Oh, you were ow. You were oh, that was a mine. Okay, you were shooting at the guy inside the bunker. Okay, that's less bad. That is honestly less bad. Good. Why can I not select these via this menu? Like, any normal video game would allow you to select guys via this menu. Not allowing that is silly. Okay, go inside the bunker. Can you not go inside the bunker? You cannot go inside the bunker. Okay.
Excellent. The beach is under our control. But be careful. Every tree could be a trap, and every rock and bush could be a mine. The sappers couldn't land, so grenades are your only way to disarm mines and traps.
Specifically, I think that's a mine.
Advancing inland. Leave no one
Yep,
alive.
that was a mine. I was relatively certain that was a mine, but, you know, I needed to make sure. And now I have. Right, I think I just want, like, more of those machine gunner dudes. They seem useful. Trench Gaming, when are we getting a video dedicated to corn? When Sabbath is done. Along with the other 17 things I promised when Sabbath is done. And Lex Adamson, I wonder if you could go back in time to talk to Max E. Mum and inform him that in the future, 1 in every 10 soldiers will be equipped with lighter and faster firing MGs than what he would think. Witcher. Oh, Maxim, yes. Well, he'd probably just get a little bit of a stiffy. Probably. And then he'd start asking questions about how we're cooling them. And we're just going to reply, we don't. We just assume that it'll cool down whilst we're reloading magazines, basically. Which is, in essence, what we're doing. And hey, it works out pretty well, so... Can't complain. Is it just me, or does every gun make the same noise? So if I click... Is there just like... So if I click... I'm clicking on this guy, and I don't think it's doing anything. I don't actually think clicking on enemies does anything beyond turning the mouse pointer red. Which indicates that something should be happening if you were to click on them, like, you know, declaring them a hostile or something, and, you know, a target to be attacked. But I don't actually think that's what's happening. Weirdly enough. Alright, well, once again, there isn't actually any cover in front of me, so I'm just going to move forward and Bert in the general direction of the enemy. Superior Bert wins the day. I can see why they don't let me pick up weapons, because I feel like if I could just get nothing but Berts, I could probably just walk from one end of the map to the other and not really have to... Oh, those are supposed to be cover indicators. Okay, that's a bit on the ugly side, but hey, at least it tells me that there's cover there, which is something. Well, off you go. Bert. It really is kind of just, you know, walk through enemy, Bert. Right, purchase more Bert. Yes. It's cheaper to buy them in groups of 3 Berts at a time, I think. Are you intelligent enough to avoid mines on your own? I guess we're about to find out. So far, so yes. Right, more Berts. Yes, I believe they actually are intelligent enough to avoid mines. Well, that's nice. Berts. More Berts. I don't know what you're shooting at, but I hope you're hitting it, whatever it is. The ground. Okay, well, fair enough. He thinks he sees a target and he's determined to kill it. Fair enough. Come, little machine gunners. Right, if I put you in there, may you perhaps Bert over there? Maybe. No. No, you may not. Unfortunate. Right, you, over there, Bert. Rest of you, forward, Bert. Yeah, it was my mistake. I tried to assume a cover position. I should have realized that I should have just moved Bert. Foolish arts. You tried to take up cover. Do not try to take up cover. Cover is a fool's errand. Cover is a trap, meant to lure you into a false sense of security. Ignore the pretty lies of the Bert. Right. Since they haven't implemented engineers yet, I guess we're clearing mines with hand grenades. Well, at least it's effective. Have you set up mortars for me? No, you haven't. Oh, that was a mine. A rally point would be nice as well. Can I purchase like one dude with a medi thing? No? No. Bert Bert. I don't think I have enough Bert Bert for this. I fear that I may not have sufficient Bert Bert. We shall see. Ah, that was mine. Definitely not sufficient Bert Bert. Kinda close to sufficient Bert Bert, but not quite enough Bert Bert. Does it at least give you extra points when you lose everything, or do you have to sit there and wait until you regenerated everything? I think you have to sit there and wait until you regenerated everything. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is not very good. This is not very good at all, unfortunately. The game has a very nice presentation. It has nice music. It has nice little model works, and I like the universe itself. There's clearly been a lot of effort put into that part of the game, but sadly, the team's skills as game creators are significantly lesser than their skills as game designers. Because I like the world. I like this, the little samurai shoulder pads, the cool little German helmets, the sort of like World War I, World War II mixed style of the machine gun. I like all of that. All of that is nice. Graphically, it's nice. You know, it's surprisingly high res, actually. I mean, I'm presuming most of these are probably like bought models, but that is a surprisingly highly detailed palm tree. Like, shit. That's a weird level of texture detail to put into a random tree. In a strange way. But the gameplay is beyond basic. Like, the cover system is malformed. Like, I can see what they're going for, but it's not really there. There's not a whole lot of strategy, and what strategy appears to be is mostly reliant around using your unit's special abilities, like frag grenades, grass grenades, and anti-tank grenades, but using those is difficult, because if you have too many units in the same squad, it just kind of blots it all out. Let's see if I can, if I call in... Yeah, there. See, if you have like 2 squads selected, you don't get access to it anymore. You just get gas masks and first aid. Furthermore, the fact that you can't select a single guy and go like, okay, you, grenade over there. You have to be within range of the unit, mean that you can't really plan an attack either. Like, if you could have a pause mode, for example, let's assume you had smoke grenades in a pause mode, so that you could pause the game and be like, okay, you 2 guys, rush forward, throw smoke grenades there, and then the next 2 guys, okay, you rush forward, throw anti-tank grenades or something. That would be something, but like most of these, like there isn't even any cover between me and this point. What cover there is like these areas here, which I don't know if you can even see up there. Can you? Okay, well, let's check. Oh, are you going to walk directly onto that mine? Oh, I guess I'll disarm that. Yeah, a little close, but can you at least go up there? Right, can you shoot up there now? No. Oh, fuck, the hand grenade was just flying in the air, looking like it would massively overshoot me, and then it just stops. And falls directly down. Oh, Jesus. The game is unintentionally hilarious at times, at least. That is something it very much so is. Smart grenade. Yes, chat. A remarkably clever little hand grenade that was. Oh boy. It was a very, very clever hand grenade. Ooh. Right, well, I have a hard time shooting the enemy. Luckily, there's no ammunition in this game. They can clearly see me, so they're shooting. I can clearly see them, so I'm shooting. And both sides are hoping that, Mother Nature will move aside and let their side become victorious, I guess. I really hate you can't select dudes by clicking their little portraits. Alright, which one of you dudes has a hand grenade? You. Okay, come here. Rest of you, deploy suppressing fire or something, and, whee. No. Now, seize the hill, gentlemen.
Excellent. With a small force, we have cleared such a fortified area. This is the strength of our empire. But it's too early to celebrate. The route of a fleet of Amaterasu ships will pass near this island. The lizards have placed large artillery guns on the island, which they stole from the rats. If you don't destroy these guns, our ships will decorate the ocean floor, and thousands of our landing troops will become fish food. You only have 10 minutes.
Oh. Well, that's too bad for the fleet, I guess. That is a very big gun. Oh, that's one of the... I think that's a British gun, actually. Excusez-moi? Okay. Right. I think there's a slight loading error in this weapon here. The rest of them, they're all... they're all like that. Oh. all of the models are like that. Of course. All of the models are like that. Why wouldn't? Why wouldn't all of the models be like that? Why wouldn't they indeed? You stuck on terrain? You are. It's a good comedy game. That's for sure. Oh boy. See, the overwhelming impression I get of this is that they looked at games like Company of Heroes and Men of War, and they were like, wow, that's pretty cool. We should make something like that. And they were like, yeah, we should make something like that. And then they made that in a world that, again, is quite interesting. In a world that I quite like, the general idea of, etc. But they clearly don't have the, like, game creation competence to really pull off that vision. Because this is... like, Men of War has always been criticized for having poor AI. This is something on an entirely different level than that again. Like, the fact that you can't even, like pivot heavy weapons, for example. The fact that your units only pivot when they are in trench positions occasionally, when they feel like it. You're not gonna sit this one out, buddy. Get up here. We're going to Banzai, you and I. For the glory of a rat emperor. Banzai! My camera got stuck there for a moment. Oh no, mines. Continue to Banzai, ignore the minefields. Continue to Banzai. Don't care about the enemy's minds. They cannot hurt you if you are strong in spirit. Bronzai! Almost. They almost bronzed. If I had noticed this path behind them, I could have bronzed more successfully, I think. Just buy me more machine guns. That's all I need. Alright, this time we shall bronze using the path, which will be more advantageous to our bronzing. There's not even that many mines in this path. This path is superior in virtually every way to our previous bronze parts. I wish you could run, because I feel like you're a little bit fat and slow. I wish you could move your ass a bit more. Come on, little bronze rats, we've only got an arbitrary period of 5 minutes and 52 seconds. Faster, faster! You must die for the Emperor. Glorious Emperor. Accept our little Japanese bodies as we throw them at our enemies. Wait, I'm supposed to destroy this, aren't I? Anti-tank grenade? It's... Oh. See, normally games will throw up something like an explosive smoke screen or something to, you know, hide the transition from the normal model to the broken model. Not this game. It just spawns in the broken model. Oh, and yes, this is a far superior bronze route. Far superior. Oof. Continue bronzing. Do not worry. The enemy's machine guns cannot pivot either. None of the warfaring factions have figured out how to make machine guns that can pivot. The technology has not yet been created. Take advantage of it whilst you can and continue bronzing. Bronzai. Continue. Go, go, go. Cover is for the weak. The enemy's hand grenades are nothing. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there. If at first you don't succeed, bronze some more until you do. Have you left the bunker? I think you have. Okay, in that case, just bronze directly at them then. We have no need for fancy flanking techniques anymore. Oh, look at mine. The greatest danger is the ticking clock, as it takes so long to move from the beach and all the way up here. You must run faster, little rats. In another 3 minutes and 5 seconds, the Grand Imperial Navy will be destroyed by these guns. I don't know how. I feel like the shell being jammed down the barrel should prevent it from firing effectively, but I am no artillery expert, so how am I to say? How am I to know? There, we have bronzed successfully. Proceed to destroy the enemy's guns. Uh-oh. Right. Oh, yeah, you made it. Caution, caution. I don't know what they're trying to say. Caution, cautionrio is the word for spice, so I don't know what caution. Caution? Caution? Ah. Ah. Should I shoot him? Thank you. Is there a... Oh! There's a camouflaged gun. Wow. Those sneaky Chinese. They have hidden their gun in the forest. How on God's good earth you were planning on firing this thing, I don't know, but that is a fine camouflage position, no doubt. I don't know how you got it in there. Did you plant the trees afterwards?
Possible. The regular assault squad, C-354, changed the course of the offensive. This small island could have become our Achilles heel, if not for your brilliant assault.
Ah, my brilliance.
The Empire is proud of you.
As they should be. My brilliance readership. Hey, I still killed more enemies than I lost dudes, so my brilliance readership indeed. Why is there a giant 22 shell sticking out of the fake gun's butt? It's a very, very good question, chat. Nobody knows the answer. Oh. See, this is the issue. Again, I get it. You're a small 5-man team, I understand, but this is just not a very good strategy game. Mechanically, it's barely functional. Mechanics-wise, when it comes to the actual strategy game mechanics, it's very clearly flawed. And the games you're trying to aim at are clearly existing at a significantly higher level of complexity than what you're able to pull off with this. Which is a shame, again, because the world is really interesting, but there isn't enough team experience here. Also, Jesus Christ, hold on a moment. Excusez-moi. Holy shit. Yeah, it just... And you might want to look into some optimization, as, for a little while there, it spiked up to using nearly my entire fucking PC. And that's rare. Because I just heard my PC start revving up like mad, like fan spinning like I've never heard before. And so I opened Task Manager and oh, holy shit. I see. Like maybe because extra missions isn't gonna fix this. Like you need to sit down and actually hammer out all of the mechanics. You need to produce a competent AI that can react, what's the word? Dynamically. In fights and in trenches. You need to create a bigger cover system. You need to add in things like smoke, more tactical abilities. You need to add in the ability to have a unit actually go and attack a unit when you click on it. The ability to throw a grenade and have the unit actually go forward and then throw the grenade. Better squad management. Not to take away your grenades, your only real tactical tool, when you select too many rats, etc. This game has a very, 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 very long road ahead of itself. And again, like the size of the team, it's not an excuse for not delivering a game that does what it needs to do. And for this to become a good strategy game, it needs far more mechanics than I am at this point entirely sure the team is able to deliver. Which, again, is a shame because I love the setting and I love the style, but it's just not very good. Maybe it can be improved over the course of early access, possibly, but I mean, to be fair, Iron Harvest had a very poor infantry gameplay experience that actually improved enormously over the course of literally one patch to another patch. So it's not impossible, but it is rather unlikely. Especially considering you're also then being compared up to the likes of Gates of Hell, which does what you are trying to do, but a lot more competently. Alright, well, that is all of the missions that are currently available in the Ratten Reich Early Access. Difficult to recommend at the moment. Very difficult to recommend. It might be worth keeping an eye on to see if the mechanics improve significantly over the course of early access, as they do have a roadmap which includes things like being able to actually, you know, pivot and move heavy weapons, and eventually some sort of control of the vehicles, which is going to add in a lot more gameplay than simply just selecting all of your infantry units and running them towards the enemy. So that's going to take DLC campaign, Civil War campaign for SA. So that's the factions being DLC. So the cockroaches are DLC then. Additional missions for rats and mice and RD, Rising Sun. I thought they were lizards. Yep. Long way still to go. The promise of the world still remains, but I strongly suspect that they may have bitten over more than they can chew with this one, unfortunately. John Smith. Oh, hey, Arch. Do you think Russia would declare full war against Ukraine now? I kind of think they won't. The main issue with that whole thing is that Russia has already been trying and failing on the ground, and their mobilization efforts are deeply unpopular. I think that's why Ukraine decided to do what they decided to do and invade Russian territory, because they figured that Russia couldn't really ramp up the war effort any more than they already have. And I think that's the case. I think in the first months of the war, Russia could have done a lot more than it did, and that was one of the massive errors of the Russian invasion, in that they kind of spoon-fed their forces onto the front, rather than try to deliver the hammer blow that they should have. But now, I don't think Russia's capabilities are as grand as they were. Like, after 2 years of attrition, I think they have lost the abilities to really retaliate on the scale that they are threatening. And Ukraine is kind of calling their bluff. We'll see. But yeah, nice and short stream. Do you want to do anything afterwards? I should get some work done, actually, so I will see you all again tomorrow, then. The ArchCast will be on Sunday this week, rather than Saturday, due to Lum being weird. So we'll probably do more Hearts of Iron tomorrow, I think. Yes. Until then, chat, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for your generous donations, as always, of course. And have a good day.